Hello again, everyone. I wanted to give you guys a really concise and succinct update here today. So there's not going to be media pickups or any stuff like that. I'm strictly focusing on what's going on with the channel right now because a lot of things have been happening in the last couple of weeks where I've been having a lot of trouble getting good sleep. And this has been going on for almost 2 weeks now. Where I've been having, I can get to sleep, but I've been having trouble staying asleep, and then I wake up maybe 2, 3, 4 hours after I fell asleep and have trouble getting back to sleep. So obviously that's made for kind of lethargic days for myself, and probably essentially why there's been a slower turnout of content on the channel than what I would prefer to be having right now, because using sleep aids, getting to sleep for a full 8 hours, and then I'm kind of groggy all day. So I've been trying to work this out, and it hasn't worked itself out yet. But I'm trying to do as much as I can to amp myself up, get myself going, and trying to get some things done for you guys. But right now, as I'm recording this, the commentary for Back to the Future Part 2 is going up on Patreon. So anyone who's a $3 plus backer can get early access to that, as well as access to the downloadable audio file archive, so you can grab all of them, download them to your mobile device, and listen to them whenever, instead of streaming it and eating up data, or sitting through the setting up another computer or something like that to watch the stream off of YouTube. So all that stuff is there for you guys if you're interested. So that's going up now. I am working on a couple of scripted horror reviews right now, because I'm in the process of getting one done for Lights Out, which I recorded pretty much everything yesterday, short of the synopsis, so it's still ways to go on that. And I was trying to get going today, and again I had trouble sleeping last night and just didn't feel like I had the energy for it. So I've got that going. And there's going to be some Blu-ray news stuff coming up soon, because we got San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, and we've got panels from Warner Archive, they got panels from Shout Factory, so I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of stuff that is announced. I may be doing 2 videos, one exclusive for the San Diego Comic-Con stuff, and stuff to kind of catch up on some things I've fallen a little bit behind, because I've been waiting for Fox to do a proper press announcement for the Predator 4K releases and everything, so I could have the full details and make sure that I'm giving accurate information. But for a reason, retailers have had the information for weeks now. The sites have been going on giving all the news, saying it's coming, but Fox is dragging ass on releasing proper specs about what is going to be on these, what the restoration process has been, the 4K stuff. So I've been waiting for that to find out if like the 1080p discs are remastered, stuff like that. So I've just been waiting and waiting, and I've been putting off doing another video because I just kind of wanted that as kind of one of the big stories on it. So I've been pushing off a lot of stuff. So I've got to work on that eventually too, so we'll work that out. So definitely some Blu-ray news stuff coming up soon once that stuff hits and I get the other stuff organized. So I'll break it up as best I can, because probably most of the stuff from San Diego Comic-Con is just going to be telling you the titles they're going to be releasing and probably a general release date. There's going to be a lot of specs. So it'll probably be one of the news briefs that I've done recently in the last couple months, where I just kind of do it voiceover type of thing, a couple images to get it along quickly instead of the much more longer form stuff. I've got to dull out all the specs and features and the commentaries, all this type of stuff that's on there. So that'll probably be the way it goes down, hopefully. So there's that. And I'm intending to get back on doing some on-camera reviews and everything, but like I said, it's been kind of tough lately with the difficulties with sleep and affecting the energy I've had and just being tired and stuff like that. So it is, I don't know why this has been happening. I can't figure out anything. I've cut down on caffeine in the later half of the day. I've done this, I've done that, and even when I take maybe like half a Unisom, it still ends up having me wake up in the middle of the night, and I've got to struggle to get back to sleep again. So it's just been a problem. I don't know why it is. I have no reason to know what the hell the problem is. I've got nothing that I'm stressing over. I've got nothing going on in my mind about this stuff. Just like, I just want a solid night's sleep without having to rely on medication over the counter or whatnot to get myself to sleep and keep myself asleep for a proper night's sleep and all that type of stuff. So it's just been a difficult time lately, and so that's been affecting everything all over the place. And screenplay stuff has gone in a completely wacky direction lately, because I was talking about this supernatural crime photo script the last time I did a vlog, that went out the window because I had problems getting the character stuff to mesh with the concepts. I didn't like the story. I didn't like anything that was going on with the crime thriller stuff. I just liked the character stuff. So just like, I can't resolve this. I can't make it work for me that I feel like I'm interested in any of this shit. I threw that out. Then I was starting to work on like this short action film script. They got to a certain point, but then that's where a lot of the when I was going to start working on that, that's when a lot of the sleep issues started happening and stuff like that just ahead of that, and things went off in a weird freaking direction for a weekend where I just got all screwed up in the head, all that type of stuff, and I needed to take like a week to flush things out and get myself recentered and a whole bunch of other things, realizing that maybe I shouldn't be doing that script just now. So I'm trying to put together a script now, which is kind of almost complete. A few little action beats here and there in this little kind of horror thriller type of thing, which is being designed as something I could probably shoot in a single night. So that's kind of the idea, to pare something down to the simplest package I can achieve at this point, then probably build some things up later on. So going back to the smallest thing I can, where I think if I get this thing done with like the next week or so, which probably should be too much of a problem, but there's been kind of the tedium of action beat, character runs this way, and this person runs that way, and this person does this. It just getting that plotted out, written down is a little... So that's pretty much all that's pretty much done. I got a few little extra things I got to throw in the top of it, so it's probably like 5-page script, somewhere in that range, so it's very doable. And so once I get a draft done, I'll probably send it off to a friend or two to get a reflection of opinion about what they feel about it, and see where things go from that point on. So it's been a big process of trying to figure out, dealing with a lot of stuff, with the emotional character stuff I wanted to do, but then kind of have to go back and reassess how I can do things on a production standpoint at this point in time, knowing that I don't really have much money to really do anything with. I kind of realized I do have about a certain amount of money stored away in an account somewhere that I can pull upon if I wanted to do something that was the right thing to pull upon, to do something with some semblance of a budget. Not much of a budget, but something that I could just do something with. But regardless of that, so there's things wobbling around in that regard and everything. But screenplay thing is just been kind of chopping it down here and there to figure out where things can go, and it's been a weird fucking journey in doing that. But I'm pretty much better now, aside from the lethargy type of things and everything. But definitely going to keep doing a lot of stuff around here. Got the commentaries out, and I'm going to be getting that Lights Out one. I'm going to probably doing ones for both the Conjuring films. I did review the first Conjuring when it was released back in 2013, but I kind of feel I want to update that and just make sure I've got, if I'm going to do the sequel, probably like to have a more fresher viewpoint of the first film as well. So that should hopefully follow suit with this, because also Lights Out was produced by James Wan, so it's kind of this nice little package of James Wan involved type of stuff there and everything. So that's it right now. That's the stuff I have definitely in place to be working on in the near future. Like I said, there'll be more on-camera reviews going on, but I'm going to try to get things as more focused and succinct a little bit here and there, so I can have things go on the right path. But I've had some few inspirations here and there what to do, but I'm just trying to settle things down and deal with as few things as possible right now. And last note is going to be with my feature film, The Fixer, from way back when. We've had a little bit of delay in getting things finished up because Tim, guitarist, musician from Hemi and everything, has been not having his schedule aligned with producer AJ Kohler to get back in the studio and make these final polishes and tweaks and whatnot to the track. So I'm just waiting on them to figure out when they can figure things out for a weekend or whatnot, and just figure out where we can go and nail that down. So it's taking a little longer, but with everything that's been going on with kind of changes in my creative flow and everything like that, with trying to get screenplays done and trying to work on the channel stuff, so Fixer stuff kind of lost a little bit of steam for me, but I'll definitely pick up once that becomes an end in sight for everything else. So like I said, this one's nice and short to get the general idea of what's coming up on the channel, and next time I do one of these things, you'll definitely get some ideas what I picked up lately on Blu-ray and stuff like that. So just want to get this out because it's been a bit of a light output of content. I want to let you guys know what's been going on. So guys, thanks much for sticking around and waiting and being patient. So thanks much. Take care. Bye-bye.